What's up, guys? This is PJ from Essential Guy Talk. We are here at Blend on Main in Manasquan for a chef's surprise dinner. I just can't wait to get to.
Yeah, I'm super pumped. Chef Lou told us he has a killer tomahawk steak on the menu for us and some other tasty treats. Come inside and hang out with us.
Let's go.
We know mutual people. I saw you did they had the golf outing yesterday.
Yesterday was a big day for us. We had our 4th annual golf outing, and that's it's something that I hold near and dear.
Yeah,
and we look forward to carrying that on year after year. But it's a great avenue for revenue, and people get together, have a great day. We go to a place that's pretty exclusive. Can't get on Manasquan River.
Yep. Yeah, you can't walk on there.
Yeah, no. There's no tea times for you.
Yeah.
If you don't or are not a guest. But it's a fabulous place, and they treat us really good. And we're fine-tuning all the numbers now, but we had a pretty successful day yesterday. And,
And that's all for Chef Lou's Army, right?
yeah, that helps feed the people that need to be fed in the backdrop. For years I had my blinders on and just take care of me, my business, and my fam. And, after COVID, during COVID, we realized there's a lot of people that need assistance. So that hasn't stopped. And we work in the background, and we're inside the local communities of Ocean and Monmouth County.
Yep. Hey, you do some really good things. I got the DJ one year for a Chef Lou's Army event. Right out here, the road was closed down. Yeah, we DJ'd a couple of hours. Yeah, it was really, really cool.
So I know Aaron. Aaron and I went to high school together.
Aaron Levine.
Aaron has been doing his podcast in my studio for 4 years.
Aaron's a great individual. Yeah. He's a big sponsor.
That's how I saw it. And I was like, all of a sudden, I was like,
ties in.
World, and I was like...
Aaron's a good egg. And his dad.
Yeah.
Fabulous
Steve.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I literally grew up with him. We've both with the Ocean guy. I've known him since middle school.
How many hot dogs?
I've had so many. And the irony is, during high school, I actually worked at the windmill. And it's the only windmill that Steve didn't own, which was the one in Oakhurst, in the shopping center over there between Deal Road and...
Yeah, I remember.
And
it's not there anymore.
No, it's long gone. The same complex the Yakety Yak Cafe was in. Yeah. And it was the greatest job ever as a stoner kid that was like 16, 17 years old, because we were the night crew. Yeah. Right? And so we just closed, and it was me and 2 other kids at my age, and we were eating like crispy chicken sandwiches and cheese fries. And
Just calling them glizzies.
No, they were. You just said. Did you see that? Nicholas?
I saw you holding it. A little too comfortable.
So he was.
The whole mental picture that I had was Game of Thrones. You remember when the guy was shaking his song with Game of Thrones?
No.
It was
me either.
That exact.
Game of Thrones. I'm sorry.
Game of Thrones. That was gonna be cut for sure.
I thought it was hilarious, and they cut it into a pretty funny thing.
Yeah. Well, the guy's talking all serious to us, and he's over here weaving around the sausage the whole time.
It's so out of character for me too. I was just like, I saw it, and I was like,
at least you didn't fight it
with it. Yeah. A minute later. Just didn't eat it full.
Yeah.
We cut
from the side.
From the side. Just the tip.
Every corn on the cup.
It's funny stuff.
All right, so nice casual dinner with Chef Lou tonight.
Yes, Chef Cesar's going to be bringing out some more.
Yeah, looking forward.
He's going on vacation tomorrow.
Isn't?
Yeah.
Where's he headed to?
He's heading to Miami. He's going to eat, relax.
Good for him.
There's some great food at South Beach.
Yeah.
Big sushi.
He deserves it. He's working hard there.
All right.
I got something else.
So, we're going to rely on you. Evening, folks.
Ooh, thank you.
That's the pork.
What do we got here?
Before you touch that.
Yeah, let's get some.
He's coming in for a tight.
I just come across the side.
Awesome.
Is that a boat? It is a boat of cauliflower tempura.
Oh, we've got more.
So one more coming.
All right, so describe
tell you what it is.
What we have. Start with the boat.
So that is our Kung Pao cauliflower. So it's tempura fried. We blanch our cauliflower and we tempura fry it, and it's so light. And we have a toasted nori and sesame with a sriracha aioli and a little the bow of wasabi.
Nice.
There, that kind of kicks it off real nice. So you have the sweet, you have the heat, you have the texture, you have the sour. So it all works together.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fabulous. That's topped off with a little macadamia nuts.
Very nice.
This here is pretty fabulous. This is a micro basil. This green on top. So it's a micro basil, but this is not manicotti. This is a crepe that we make here, and we braised beef cheeks.
All right.
And we chill them. And we mince that. We make our own ricotta. So we made a cannelloni with beef cheeks. It's pretty complicated. It's a pretty complex dish. And that's done with a wild mushroom ragu in the beef cheek sauce. So, and this here,
those are fun.
we like to pride ourselves on it. You're not going to find a lot of these locally.
Right.
So this here is a bao bun. So it's a steamed bao bun. And that's our own bacon. That's the King's Pig, which is the black pig. Are you familiar?
Yep.
So that we do a whole process here. We pure smoke in the back.
We smelled it out there.
You see me working out there.
Yeah.
Then the fresh on top, the pickled, the vegetables, the onions, and the cucumber. So I don't know which one you'd want to start first, but hey, look, I'm all down for it. I'd love to see you guys grow and get huge. How about double chocolate cookie?
Yeah, no, it's so great. He, I got to tell you a little story about
the
him.
Stupidest thing ever. You can cut this out, but and no offense, I like AJ, but like, it's always the stupidest things that get the most famous.
I mean, he'll say it himself. It was just a silly throwaway line that somebody fell in love with, and then everybody else got behind it.
Yeah.
And it's same thing, chicken bake. And what's funny is
the characters.
Yeah, they're characters. But Costco kicked them out until they realized that they were huge. And then he went up the chain, and 45 days later, Costco finally said, absolutely, you can come back.
It's wrong. They're giving them booms. We're giving them dooms.
He said, look, I understand it because we were slowing down the checkout line a little bit to be talking about how much it was going to cost when it came out. And like when I did the stuff with the Squishmallows, I was like in the middle of a lane, so I was slowing. He's like, I get it. I mean, that's AJ being amicable with everybody. But he's going to wrestle one more time. And he's going to do it down in Florida Atlantic University. Good. They're giving him the arena there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
he's getting some notoriety.
And he invited EGT to come do the pre-show. So we're going to get to go down there and have some fun. Chef Lou, you do the honors.
Just go ahead and dig, bro.
Just dig in. I mean,
stab and dip. All right, here you go. I know what it tastes like. It's fabulous.
So a little dip.
That doesn't look like the wasabi looks like almost it's like almost a little creamy. Is it just? I don't want to ask.
A little more going in there than just wasabi.
That's a little heat.
Now, to me, this is excellent because cauliflower to me is like
blah.
Yeah, one of those veggies that.
Fabulous.
Done this way, nothing about it is blah, right?
This is so good.
It's Kung Pao, baby.
Now, can I ask you this? You're a chef, obviously. Do you come up, is it you that comes up with the actual recipes for everything, or do you like?
Can I tell you though, it's been that way for so long, and I'm fortunate enough to have Chef Alvarez come. He was not a chef. He was actually pumping gas,
right,
locally. He came to the back of the restaurant 10 years ago.
I remember almost his first day.
Wanted to work. Everything. And I have guys that come through here that I've worked life workers that have been with me a long time. Yeah. He adapted. He absorbed like a sponge, and he's fabulous.
Yeah,
he does it now. He's doing school. No, I didn't go either, and neither did he.
Wow.
Yeah, he got an education on the job, and
yeah,
he clearly picked up everything you were trying to pass his way.
Here the other day, and you guys were full steam ahead on a Saturday, which, by the way, was incredible. It was great to see that for you. Not an empty seat in the house at all.
With a backup in the door, I'm sure. Yeah.
And there was plenty of people waiting.
We said there were 30 people in the waiting room.
I walked into the kitchen, and I have to say, and this is, you can always tell a great restaurant by what's happening in the kitchen, because through all of the chaos, everybody was like a well-oiled machine, including him. I noticed him because he was putting everything out to the servers beforehand, and they didn't even need to talk to each other. These guys know exactly what they're expected of them.
We're jamming. You know what I mean?
They're in a groove. They know what's going on back there. Everybody.
We're live on TikTok. Yeah, we're doing it. It's a big part of what we do now.
Yep.
You know,
I watch. I hopped in there.
The two of us, both of us have accounts. We had more than 500,000 people in there this weekend.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I hop in there. I'm talking back and forth with them when he gets a moment, watching them do what they do.
People want to see it. It's interesting.
Yeah, and it's fun to see a kitchen who actually has their stuff together, you know?
So at first, two things I thought when I saw this. I didn't think this was micro basil. I thought it was like a clover. I'm going to be honest with you as a layman. And I definitely thought this was a manicotti.
Well, it is a similar, but it's stuffed differently. So with manicotti with meat is cannelloni.
Yeah.
So you can do it regular meat or pork. We do it with braised beef cheeks because it has a little more fat content. Pretty fabulous.
So the fat is everything, huh?
This is fat is flavor.
All the flavors.
And all fat isn't
go all day with an 80-20 burger, but I'll kill it with a 60-40 burger.
Yeah. Then you're creeping up to Wagyu level, you know.
I always associated fat with like the chewy, disgusting stuff that.
Not if it's rendered right.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be rendered right.
Can't just bite into a unrendered piece of fat, and you're not going to get where it's not delicious.
Ready? All right, excellent. Just take here. Give me your fork and your plate, and I'm going to help you out. I'm going to show you how to do this.
Yeah, I've just been getting gusts of it, and it smells amazing.
Oh, you just said he wasn't hungry.
Wow. Yeah. You got tomahawks to eat.
Yeah. You told me not to eat today, and I followed your direction.
I can't wait to try this.
Right? There's so much going on. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think it's safe to say that that's like my favorite manicotti cannelloni style dish I think I've ever had.
I didn't know what to expect when I bit into this at all. Man, I'm going right in for another bite.
The crepe is so light.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, we make it with a 00 flour. So it's a really refined flour.
And you do it light so it doesn't overshadow some of the other stuff going on?
Well, just correctly. It's done correctly.
Yeah, it's in balance
light,
now, right?
Light is too, it's the pasta's light. It's not like rubbery. It's not too thick.
It's incredible.
Is this something that's on the menu?
It's on Restaurant Week this week. We did
So is it a specialty?
Well, I'll be honest with you. This is one of those dishes where the ingredients are so minimal. It all comes from the technique.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it unless it's prepared perfectly.
Yeah, I could see that. This is delicious.
So this took time and effort, but it probably cost me, and then I'm offering a 3-course meal for $45,
Right.
$42.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, for Restaurant
Week. That's what I'm saying. You're getting really, really good stuff.
We don't mess around. We're not trying to find cheap to buy cheap. We're buying inexpensive products and bringing the best out of them.
Smart, especially in the greedflation state.
You go to the food store, you can't get out of there. You get murdered.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's got to be I know it's a struggle for me just to live normal, let alone buy product to sell. Yeah.
Trying to go out to eat now, there is no way to get around, spending $100, $150 every time you go out. There is no such thing as...
Red Lobster just reported $11 million in losses because of their ability shrimp.
They filed for bankruptcy, right?
Because people are going there and just eating them out of house and home with their shrimp. Yep.
They don't care.
This is incredible.
Notch.
Really?
Chef Lou, I'm impressed. I'm not impressed like I didn't expect it. I mean, I'm impressed with how good it is.
Something that we make for holidays around Christmas time. We give you trays of these.
Could you imagine getting that as a catering tray?
Yeah. It's fabulous. Yeah. It's
What a step up. I would never want the regular anymore. You know?
You can go to Costco and you can throw a sauce in a pan and do that, but it's not.
But you taste the complete difference. This is made with some passion.
You guys better pace yourself. You got a lot of food coming.
I'm pacing myself.
You don't want to waste.
I definitely want to get into these guys.
You let that sit. And then this is fabulous. We got to eat into that.
Yes.
I'm excited for this. I love anything pickled.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love that strong flavor.
Have you ever had these before?
I didn't even know.
Softest, most pillowy bread ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, pork, now they understand you can eat it 145.
Oh, that was 40 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's just funny because people have been so scared to eat pork anything but straight white.
It's like my wife. My wife asks for everything like extra well done, like burnt. And I'm like, how do you do that?
You want to hear crazy facts? There are parts of this world where they'll slaughter a chicken and eat it raw minutes later. It's about time and temperature and bacteria growth. I mean, it's not something that we do here, but there's cultures that
They also have iron continence at that point, right? Their stomach is lined with so much.
yeah, different parts of the world.
All right, let's
You ready on
try
the bow?
these guys. You're good to go?
Go ahead, hit it. Take one. Just grab one.
I'm just going to pick one up with my hand.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah. And
Save
feel how
one for the
pillowy it
camera guy.
is.
It is pillowy.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness. Can we just eat it like a sandwich?
See, dip. Yeah.
Chef Lou?
Touch and tit.
That's making the video.
Damn it. Good.
I'm going to left-hand it.
Are you kidding me? It all plays so nicely together.
Wow.
Smoky pickled.
Mm-hmm.
The bacon just comes. I didn't even have to like pull on the bacon with my teeth. It just came right apart.
Tender. I love the smoke aftertaste.
Yeah.
Just got it on my palate right now, but then every once in a while you taste a little bit of the vinegar.
There should be a little anise at the end. You taste like a little anise, like black licorice.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad you like it.
They might be one of my favorite things ever. They really are. They're just like the perfect balance of flavors.
I mean, we're breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
Uh-huh.
We have 63 employees. It's we carry them all winter. We don't close. I close for Super Bowl and Christmas Day.
That makes sense. Everybody should close for Christmas Day.
So
But you do breakfast here too?
every day.
Peach bit.
That's what the peach pit's for.
Well, they come over here. They like the side. Well, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But yeah, it's
I could imagine how good the breakfast is if the bacon is like this.
Ooh.
everything that's done is
Same attention to detail for eggs. We don't cook eggs on a griddle. We cook on a pan.
the hollandaise is delicious.
Oh, man. That's one of my favorite plates.
When done correct.
Mm-hmm. This is excellent.
Some local chefs that have worked with me that now have run their own kitchen.
Well,
That happens with everything.
right.
I mean, look, you still got to do it. You can know it all you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Still got to do it every day.
How did you get into food? Like, what drove you to the food business?
I can tell you the moment I realized, not the business, but food part. When I was young, we would travel to my grandmother's house on Sunday mornings. Very small place.
Okay.
Lots of people. Patterson. And so it was a quad for
Okay, so multifamily, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
not many places to sit.
Right.
But if you were helpful and you kept your mouth shut, you can help in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I was washing a pot or drying a pot, or just staying out of the way, or witness something, you didn't have to sit in the other room.
Then you got a little sample.
A little sample, a dip,
Cap.
a little technique. And I carried that into high school, all the way up to high school,
Yeah.
when families were eating together.
Yeah.
It was still, there was some a cell phone. But we would go right through high school, and I carried that into a restaurant. I'm like, hey, I know things.
Yeah.
As a busboy young.
Uh-huh.
And then when the owner went up, I worked with 2 owners, a very famous, infamous restaurant in Tom's River called the Jardinello. It's still there. Now 30 years later. But I would go there. The owner I would bust tables. I'd get there early because of high school, making lots of money in a tuxedo, full tuxedo. I'm in high school. Yeah, I'm a freshman in high school, full tuxedo going to work. You know, it was time between customers, so I would learn in the kitchen. Towels.
Yeah.
I'd cut. I'd slice. I'd mill tomatoes. And the rest of you know, I'm like, wait, this is how it. This is easy. You know what I mean?
Once you learn the technique.
By the time I was 18, I was running kitchen.
Really? So while everybody else is making Kraft macaroni and cheese, you were cooking the real deal.
Yeah, I was learning from guys who were raising families.
So you got plenty of years of experience. I'm not judging your age, but I'm just saying in general, decades. Yeah.
You know, I know I'm surviving. COVID was miserable. You know?
Yeah, it was the most interesting 2 years, 3 years.
Then it was the worst ever. I'm going to have another one of these cauliflowers. I am not letting food go to waste here at all. These are excellent. For somebody like me, you can fool me with a lot of plates because I am like a food novice when it comes to,
Well, you go same every time?
No, I mean, not really. I don't have a lot of it. So
he likes Kraft mac and cheese.
My wife doesn't get it. My wife is Hispanic.
If my guy needs this, he needs to add this in his life. He'd have him get the next course.
First of all, it smells incredible.
Yeah.
Go.
Here.
Hit it. Hollandaise.
We're stuck.
Hollandaise and demi-glaze for me? Or Bernaise and demi.
You grab that.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm going to try it without anything on here first.
It just falls apart. Yep.
What do you think, Chef?
It gets a boom.
It gets up. Big justice, boom.
You should trademark that.
Yep. He already has. He signed with Mr. Beast Management. He's set. You all right? Yep.
Wow, this is like butter.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I didn't expect it to be that soft.
Nice to just give a different layer.
This is true meat right here. Whenever you don't have to put anything on it.
You good?
Yeah, I don't need a salt or pepper. I don't need anything.
I would punch somebody in the face if they told me they wanted A1 sauce.
Yeah, I know. Just leave.
Punch you in the face, bro.
You know, I'm like, whatever you want. You like it? You want to put ketchup on it? Go for it.
You won't get offended, but
Nah, they don't know how to eat. That's on them.
right. I was just going to say, you can't teach everybody how to eat. You can only serve them a delicious meal.
And really?
You're like that close.
You got to peel it off the...
Is that right?
Yep.
You got to peel it off the cob. Eating like champion today.
Right.
Yeah, that's the way to eat it.
Like-
Cutting it off is stupid.
You said to me like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, you said, bring your appetite, don't eat.
And
I listen.
When you got it.
This might be the other one.
guys, yeah, I'm up.
Yeah, COVID is such a sore spot for me.
Yeah. Me too.
I had to make where we're sitting right now. I turned this into a market in 3 days. Just telling you that. So there was
Brought in
there was a big butcher case there. This was a center aisle for a grocery store.
They did personal shopping and then would just leave.
That whole wall was a produce wall. So it had an open air fridge, and then we had a bakery section over there, and then we went online, and we entered everything in with pictures.
Yeah.
And we looked like we were a 30,000 square foot.
You should add it some up.
Right. So when you wanted, during COVID, you needed bleach, you needed gloves, you needed chicken, you needed all natural dog food, you needed flour, you needed yeast, asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
It was online. There's a picture, you press it, and then we delivered it to you.
That's genius.
The pivot. And then I had so much food, honestly, with the produce that you had to keep it fresh. So I kept making vegetables and stuff, and then I put them on pasta and rice, and I was giving it to the people that were in need because they couldn't. where was their money coming from? Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's great that you do that for people, man. People need help. There's not enough kindness in today's world as it is.
We were, like I said, it was out of necessity.
They're one of those two.
We didn't want to die.
Yep.
So I'm laying on the floor here today. It was actually March 6th.
Yeah.
Laying on the floor in the tooth stand. I'm like, what am I going to do? First thing I did was I look out the window and I see people walking by separately. And we didn't know where to buy chemicals. They didn't know where to buy. So I put them all along the window. And people start coming in more than a time. And I'm like, wait, if they're coming in for that, they want paper towels. Toilet paper, remember the toilet paper?
Toilet paper shortage. That was the craziest time of our lives. Yep.
I had to send a box of toilet paper to California.
The fabricated toilet paper shortage.
Yeah. So it was nuts. But we made the adjustment, and here you are today. And what we had to think about, it had to be timed perfectly to get rid of that when people started trusting the supermarkets again.
Right. It's okay.
You're a star. You're a star.
So one of my favorite times during that rough time was when you were pumping out those deli sandwiches.
Yeah, we had the deli.
He had a deli case, and he was making subs, but he was making like Talercio style subs. He was just making really thick boy, really high quality subs.
Good bread.
Good
Everybody
bread.
wants a good belly.
And we always love this place because he caters to gluten-free. My wife is gluten-free. Your wife gluten-free as well? Is that the inspiration?
She stays away from.
Okay, she just does it.
The bad things in life.
But he's had a flourless chocolate cake.
Mm-hmm.
That is my wife's favorite because now she gets to have chocolate cake like the rest of us every once in a while.
Your own desserts. Everything in house. Yeah, I was saying we're going to bring out a ring ding. I'll send you home with a piece of chocolate. I will miss it. No. There are restaurants that want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Get away with it. But that's why we have 63 employees. We got people making it happen. Only people in a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, especially the
One of this size. It's not massive.
We do on and off premise catering, which is a big part.
Oh, so you can come.
I do a lot of my business, and since Caesar's so good, is
Gives you flexibility.
gives me the flexibility. People hire me to come in their home. I cook for 2 people. I cook for 10 people. I have a non-disclosure with a family that's pretty infamous. That I take care of their family all summer.
That's great.
Which is that's cool, fabulous.
Fun little thing for you, right?
Yeah, but it's cool. They identified and found the product.
Yeah.
And we support them with it. So
It's really cool.
I haven't had that yet. What is that again?
that's an artichoke. So instead of just cream
Stuffed
spinach,
artichoke?
instead of just cream spinach, it's cream spinach and artichoke gratin.
And it's really good. I'm just gonna let you know that. Do you like artichoke or?
I do.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
And it just looks soft and tender and delicious.
I feel like a broken record when I say it's really good, but I mean everything is really good.
We've been here. This is our 11th year. We really don't advertise. We use social media.
Yeah.
And other people.
Mouth travels fastest and furthest.
Yeah, and I'm kind of abrasive, so online, I'm not that.
Oh, you got to see his posts.
Yeah.
Sometimes after a frustrating weekend or something specific happens.
I'm not a believer the customer's always right.
Right. They're right unless they're not.
They covet that.
Some lady, she's like sending her asparagus back after she ordered it. Well done.
Oh,
I need my asparagus well done. And she ordered a brick chicken, which is an unbelievable piece of chicken tongue. And she tried to send it back. Her asparagus was literally charred black. And I just wouldn't accept it. She's like, I don't want it. Just take it back. And the chicken's dry. She didn't even bite into the chicken. So I sent the food back to the table. And I'm like, no, that's not the way it works here. This is what you ordered. She goes, but I'm the customer. I'm like, I don't care.
I love it.
You know, that doesn't pay the bills here.
People feel entitled. Like they're just entitled to tell you, now that you cooked it the way I asked for it, no, I want something else.
Yeah.
What are you,
But you said it wasn't well done enough. But I was like, okay. All right, I'll gladly heat it up for you. No, I just don't want it anymore.
Yeah,
it's not the way it works.
Yeah, you ordered it. You ordered it, and this is yours now.
I think that's a personality works, though, to, you know, like, shows truism. And, you know, even like somebody like, you saw the butcher's block get big over that. They say, you know what, if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Yeah, well.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a little bit over the top, but,
you know, there's a balance. You know, we're here. We're not infallible. We make mistakes. Give us a chance to fix it.
Yeah.
But don't bring your bullshit.
You also have bred a loyalty that a lot of restaurants don't have because you treat them with respect. You keep them working, especially during a time where it would have been very easy for you to just fold up and say, sorry.
Well, we're really only 40 weeks off, 12 weeks on. 40 weeks off season, 12 weeks. That's how we are.
The summertime.
Jersey Shore.
The crazy
really
Jersey Shore.
12 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it, it's not anything longer than that. Right. And to keep everyone here for the remainder of the year, you got to be doing something good.
Yep.
And we try.
You're doing.
Do you notice a substantial spike in your business in the summertime, or?
Oh, it's insanity.
It's crazy all week long.
When we open the door, it's 12 weeks of let's make it now. Let's make it now because it's cold in January, February, March.
Do you guys take reservations as well, or only over a certain party amount?
Off season, it's just really Saturday nights. We'll give you a call ahead seating pretty much. I really wish, with as many tables as I had, I always have a table. On Saturday nights, not so much because everybody wants to eat out on Saturday.
I was here, I saw it firsthand.
Yeah. So I mean, it's you know, in the summer, every night's a Saturday night though. So Tuesday becomes
because they're here on. They're not here working during the week. These people that are here that aren't locals have summer homes here, and they're on vacation for those 3 months.
Fortunately, too, with the whole social media changes and the way we use our kitchen, we go live in our kitchen every weekend. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. We have camera set up. Chef Cesar has a nice account.
Multiple.
Yeah, we have 4 cameras. He has 2. We have a food display, and you can see the action in the kitchen, and I as well. And I think this weekend we had 600,000 people on Saturday night popping in the kitchen and just seeing what's going on and commenting. A lot of support, some negative, you know, a lot of...
it's social media. There's plenty of negative if that's what you want to focus on. Right?
I get banned a couple times for a week at a time for responding. I've learned not to. I've learned not to.
If there's one thing you'll learn from AJ, it is to focus on the positive. He gets some of the weirdest negative comments ever.
See how he doesn't comment on the negative.
He says to me, PJ, I don't know how many heartbeats I got left. Why am I going to worry about those comments? It's got thousands and thousands of supportive ones, so just focus on them.
Yeah, I get sucked into that too. It's really easy to get sucked into the jerk.
They play on your ego, and it's very easy to think you need to convince that person. But
I bring an empty bowl to the camera, and I'm like, here's a big bowl of go fuck you.
Yeah.
They told me that you have some funny responses for these guys.
I love the people that watch, and they'll say things like, cooking the flame too hot, doing this, that. And I'm like, it's Saturday night. You're not working in a kitchen.
Yeah, you're home.
You're at home.
You
barking orders.
Right.
You know?
Right. If anybody with a grain of salt knows what the hell they're doing, they're working.
They're working on a Saturday night, for sure.
Yeah, definitely B team if you're not.
Exactly.
Or
you were kicked out of enough kitchens that people don't want to work with you anymore.
Would they take your plates? Yeah. I need more plates. You need more plates. You're going to finish this.
I'll eat more.
Yeah.
It affects your business. That's great to see that works for you. I would do it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that you have a small hotel up here.
Yeah.
A couple of rooms upstairs.
It's not a destination place, but it's a place to go. And,
of course.
And people enjoy upstairs, the accommodations, Thank you, madam.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take your place.
No, you weren't. No, we weren't yelling at you at all. We didn't even complain. He just
complained.
He wants us to keep eating.
yeah.
Yes, I get that though. You have a lot more to go.
We don't want to do.
We'll eat more. I'm always down to eat. That's why I told you when I started this. Like, I'm a fat person inside of this.
A semi.
Yeah, semi-fat shell. But whatever, I'll eat. I'll eat until there's no food left.
Every industry, every line item got squeezed for 2-3 years.
Yep.
And every source, every way to get something, the oil, like you said, the gas, they all just squeezed, and now we're paying for it.
And then it was the rising tide type of situation. Once everyone else has raised their prices, even if costs didn't raise that much for a company, they're raising the prices on the product.
And they slowed production.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
They went into like safety mode.
Yep.
You know,
Or shut it down completely for a certain
and now they realize they don't need the big operations. You know, so it's changing everything.
So they're never going to bring it back down.
Yeah.
It would be stupid. Why would you shoot yourself in the foot?
I tell you though, my wife wants something. She goes online, she orders it, and it's delivered there 2 days later. That's scary.
It's sometimes it's the same day.
It's scary though, like, because look how many jobs has that changed. You know what I mean?
Oh, look at the mall.
Yeah, malls in
Yeah,
general.
the mall is just a wasteland now.
Place to eat. Yeah.
Yeah, they're completely opening it up.
Yeah, they're making it a square again, like it was back in the 60s. That was just before my time.
What they're doing with the Tinton Falls outlets? They're
Yeah,
basically
so they're calling it Mama Square. They're making it an indoor-outdoor hybrid. The outdoor shopping with the condos that we don't need in the town on top of that, you know. But you're missing out. So I'm 43. I'm going to be 44. So I was product of the 80s, 90s, right? So, like, you're missing out on a whole life experience. Like, as a parent, my parents could drop us off.
Yeah, drop you off at the mall. You could go to the movies. You could go to the music store.
The mall closes, and you could walk around. You could people watch. You could do all this stuff. You can look through the stores.
The turtle.
Now, you know, I have nieces and nephews, and this is
It's it. That's their pose. Big wacky.
There's
thumbs.
no socialization
necks.
anymore. So I learned that about my 9-year-old after the pandemic. The year of just staring at the computer adversely affected him socially.
Sure.
And I just didn't realize it because that was such a developmental year for him. He was 5-6 years old. He was starting to learn how to associate with other kids. That completely disappeared. When he went back to school, none of them knew
no
how to
communication
talk to
skills.
each other.
Right.
None of them knew how to play, to be social, share things. It all just went and disappeared.
Do you see that here when people get their food is the first thing that they do to come out and start to take pictures of their food?
It's a big part of it now. But, you know, we don't offer Wi-Fi.
I saw that sign, by the way, when I was here the other day. Talk to each other. Yeah.
Keep your own net.
Yeah. I mean, you're from an older generation. I'm not giving your age away, but yeah.
I'm 50.
Like that.
So you
get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that different. We see things very similarly. It was our age group and the next generation.
We spend a lot of our time trying to hide.
Yeah.
not telling
Likewise.
everybody what we're doing. Yeah.
My mother ever really knew how far I went.
No. No. I had limitations. You're not supposed to go further than here and here. That didn't matter. We just did whatever.
I lived in Wall Township, right across the street from Central School. And I used to ride my bike all the way into Ocean Township. I used to ride it like right up the beach and go straight up into like Avon, Bradley, and just keep going. And if my mother ever knew how far away I was from the house, she would have freaked out. But I showed back up at the time that she wanted us home.
You got it. You made it.
You knew whose house you were at based on the pile of bikes that were in the front of the house, right?
Yeah.
You rode past your buddy's house, saw 12 bikes out there, and you were like, oh, they're in the back.
Yeah, but also when you get to watch Sissy.
Yeah.
I got talked into going over the Seaside Heights Bridge on my bike.
What?
Yeah, and
So that where?
from Tom's River.
Okay.
So
That's a long bridge to be
so
riding.
I'm going up and I'm hiking. I'm hiking and I popped the chain, went over my handlebars, broke my shoulder. Had to
On
ride home.
the bridge.
Yeah, I had to ride home.
All hurt.
Yeah, and then tell her.
You text mom.
Yeah, it's only down the road.
I was just
I have to ride an hour.
Yeah. So
Thank you, ma'am.
The reason I'm talking about the biking is because both of my kids just decided to ride two-wheel bikes in the last week and a half.
Hey,
They were over their cousin's house.
they saw it.
The cousins were riding, and I've taught them over and over again. The little one with training wheels, the big one just holding his sweatshirt, letting him go. He never had the confidence to just go. He saw them go, and it challenged him. He started riding.
Yeah, good.
He doesn't want to get off the bike now. So now we're at home.
That's a normal boy thing to do.
And I'm like, buddy, this is a liberating time for you now. It makes you feel like I can go bring myself somewhere. I don't have to
He's going to be jumping his bike now off ramps. Yeah, remember ramps?
Yeah, oh yeah. I made the coolest ramps at Central School. We used to use their driveway and make these ramps that went up off the curb.
Keyways and people driveways.
Yeah, just trying to get that back.
Get a little air, right?
Here.
I used to jump off the loading dock of Central School where it was this high down to the ground, and
That's psycho.
usually I would bunny hop off of it, so I would land on two wheels. A couple of times I landed on the front before the back, flipped.
Yeah,
Never wanted to go home and admit defeat, though.
we made it.
I got some scars to prove it myself.
I still have scars from Class Action Park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was there when I was younger. My sister was a alpine slide.
Yeah, exactly.
She was one of the statistics
Yeah,
of the alpine slide. Yeah.
she got really badly hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get hurt that bad. I got at the knee and the insides. Yeah.
All of her, she had no idea how to control this thing.
Nobody did. They didn't know.
Forward to go, pull back to slow down. It wasn't freaking rocket science.
Yeah, but those pads would wear out, the little brake
Yeah,
pads.
but my sister probably panicked.
And also, too, you remember it had like a little bit of a bank curve to it, too. So if you were going too fast, it was only a half round thing of quarter round of concrete. So there was no all these safety measures.
There were no pads or nets or anything.
It was Talladega Nights.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Some wild stories from there. I used to go to a summer camp, and they used to take us there every year during the summer. And,
Summer camp taking me there.
Yeah, a bunch of kids, you know what I mean? And I never did the loop-de-loop one. That was not allowed. But we did some, because they had like 16-year-old, 17-year-old kids as like the guards.
Yep.
So they didn't give a shit, dude. It was crazy, man. Look, I would never want to give that part of my life up for any.
You're who you are today.
Yes. I feel so lucky that I got the opportunity to do that.
I'm not afraid of a lot because I was there while my mom cooked. And that's where I picked up my love and passion of cooking, just by watching what she did and then going, that's not really that complicated. It's just time and temperature, and she never measured a damn thing. It was the Italian method of just, she would say, this is the way my mother did it. And I'm like, okay, well, how much did you put in?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, about this much, just taste. But kids don't have that instinct to cook. It's cereal or, basics, and they don't have the instinct to make something and feel good about it when you feed somebody. Yeah, I mean, we're catering to a world where our stuff is seen mostly on the phone. So you love it for that reason, but you also hate it for the interaction that it removes.
For you know what I mean? It helps your business, but at the same time, like you had a kid walk in here that couldn't even look you in the face, has zero social skills, doesn't even know how to talk to you, doesn't know how to handle themselves, probably knows nothing about bussing tables
Right,
either.
it's his first job.
Yeah.
Well, 100 years ago, the most that anyone would ever know and for knowledge could fit in a very thin Sunday newspaper.
Yeah.
Right? But now they have this device.
Right.
Now, whether it's true or not, that's another.
Yeah, exactly. You think you know,
Yeah.
but you're not really.
Now they're just
sure.
They're just holding their attention.
Yeah.
But it's all
They're
based on
literally holding their attention.
it's all based on that dopamine. It's like that little release of endorphin that you get when you see something you like,
Yeah.
or you get a like, or you get an acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy how it's such a science.
I mean, they do it down to the cartoons now. I talk about Cocomelon all the time, but cartoons, first of all, the waiting to Saturday morning thing is way gone. But but their cartoons now.
That was like the best.
And if you missed it, you missed it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And you know that Sunday morning cartoons sucked, by the way. They were always the fucking worst. Saturday was the day. Now, and you know, they're like, oh, you know, they're, you know, like, well, the thing that's like kind of bullshit is like the violence that was in those shows, you know, like Yosemite Sam shooting people or them smashing each other with. Nowadays, we're like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't sanitize everything about the world, or else they won't be prepared for anything.
And then they release the dopamines. That's why I always give the allusion to Coco Melon. Like Coco Melon is literally, it's a kid's cartoon. I don't know if you're familiar with it by title. It's a new kids cartoon that kids watch. And what they've done with that show, aside from gearing it to being kids, is they really broke down the psychological of a human. And most shows, and I can't remember what the stat is, and I say this every time, I should probably look it out. Most shows, right, do a scene change, let's call it between 2 and 4 seconds. There's a scene change in a show where they change scenes in that show 3 times faster because it releases those dopamines in the brain and they become addicted to the show because it's constant scene change.
So from 1 year old or 6 months old, these kids are.
And then at 4 years old,
exactly what they're going to see on
at 4 year old, the parent hands them an iPhone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys do it, right? A lot of parents do this, and I'm not. This is no slam, but like you see here at the restaurant, the tablet at the table because it gives them some peace and quiet. When I was a kid, I was allowed to bring one toy with me into the restaurant, whether it was a Matchbox car, a He-Man, some crayons, or whatever. Like, but I had to that was it. Now it's
Yeah. Yep.
We want to talk. Go away. You know?
Yeah, and I always used to be preachy with my wife, like, we're not going to be those parents. But then your kids drive you nuts when you're out, and you're like, just give me 10 minutes to enjoy my food. Yeah, we try at least a couple of times a week to all sit at the table together to just kind of talk to each other about what you did at school today. I prep my kids, give me 3 things you did at school today, and I don't want to hear, I don't know. Because that's the first thing they'll say when they get a car. What'd you do at school today? I don't know. No, you were there 5 hours. Tell me what you did at school.
Give me something.
It's a skill.
You got to do it. I find myself falling victim to it. My wife, even when I get home late, I typically get home late from work every day, and she's already eaten. She likes to go to bed early and stuff.
So for them,
And sure. And she'll come sit at the table with me, even though she's already eaten, and just hang out for a little bit. And I'll wind up taking out my phone, looking at an email or something like that. And she'll be like, "What are you doing? You just got home. Put your phone away."
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? You're 100% right.
I created a restaurant in your town.
tell me, I'm from Oakhurst originally.
In Oakhurst.
Restaurant. Flaming Embers.
Manhattan Steakhouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I opened Manhattan Steakhouse.
Is that the one was that on the corner of 35 and West Park?
Yes.
In the building that never has any success? That was Flaming Embers before that.
You did fantastic.
Did you? Where the tuxedo places or
Yes,
Yeah.
but we did fantastic. Now, it was there for 20 years. I left after 10. We opened up one in Fort Lee, one in Jersey City, and we had that one. And then
It was a chain. I didn't realize that it was like.
it was the brother. So the Manhattan Steakhouse was the brother of, what's that steakhouse, that famous one?
Ruth's Chris.
Ruth's Chris, yeah. The brother couldn't get the rights, so he went on his own, took the same designer, same this, that, and the other. So I helped him build it, build out a couple more, and then a country club got a hold of me, and I wanted to be in one spot with my growing kids, and I went there. And then 10 years later,
Was the country club where you got your love of golf and the environment?
The camaraderie. It's really about the camaraderie because I'm really not that good at it.
You played enough that you're better than the average.
So golf is a game that you have to play.
Oh God, I know.
I'm a 15, if that means anything.
No, I'm nowhere near it. I used in Texas. My brother and I used to play once a week at least. But they have wide open courses in Texas, very forgiving. You shank left or right. You could be 200 yards that way and you're still able to shoot. But I got just good enough that I thought I should be mad at myself when I didn't make a good shot. But I never had any
I still
right
get
to
mad
be
at myself when I make a
No,
good shot.
I'm-
I've been playing for so long now. I feel like it's owed to me. You know how I got into golf? My first job was at Deal Country Club in Oakhurst as a caddy.
Yeah, you made money.
Yeah, I did all right. And I got to, you get 1 day a week that you could play when the course was in the morning on Sunday. Monday or I think it's Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I mean, I'm going back 30 plus years. I was 13.
Yeah. It's a good gig, though.
Yeah.
A loop. You were a looper.
Hard work.
You ever had to do 2 bags at once?
Yes.
Yeah. Double loop?
2 bags.
Crisscross them right here.
Hot. I used to walk all day, obviously, as you know. I mean, those are the things that teach you as a kid that, you know, like all this coddling shit doesn't exist.
Oh my God, these kids would never last as a caddy.
But caddies now, they make good money, man. Don't get it twisted, you know, like they do.
I know guys who support families.
Yeah.
Being a caddy.
They do well.
Especially if the person moves into the amateurs or into the pros. Those caddies are making
When you go to
incredible.
nicer golf courses that have,
They take really good care of their caddies.
I remember like
What's this place used to be private over there in West Long Branch, Old Orchard.
yeah.
My uncle. No, it's open now to the public. My uncle was a member over there, so I got to go play there every once in a while. Due Process, I've never played there. It's beautiful. I just remember when they used to decorate it for Christmas when I was a little kid, and we used to drive through it. I wish that I could play there. It's beautiful.
It's so
Nicest course I think I've ever played was Trump Course.
played it. I like
Do you
it.
still have clubs?
We should get out.
I had clubs that were too small for me when I got.
I'm a
tall
member
enough.
at Jumping Brook.
Are you? I've played there a couple of times too. It is a tough course. It is a tough course. Also open to the public. I would love to do that.
What's your handicap?
If I'm lucky, you know, first day out, you know, I'd probably be sitting between 15 and 20. Yeah, I mean, we could play. I would have a decent day with you. You know,
Yeah. We'll have fun.
bang some off to the side here and there, but for the most part, I'll keep it in. Yeah.
The shanks are less.
You know, as the years go on.
I'll go and have drinks with you. And,
but you know, the game's all in shorts. All in shorts.
yeah. Oh my God.
Shorts.
I could drive, and half the time it would go where I wanted it
Depends
to.
on if I get the opportunity to warm up or not. You know, like last time I went with Aaron, I didn't get a chance to really warm up at all.
Yeah, you want to find your groove.
And it made a difference for me. You know, if I can get out there and hit 30 balls beforehand, 30, 40 balls.
By the time you really get it down,
Yeah, you're
10 holes in.
Yeah.
You're like discouraged because you can't get it tied down.
and then you're hitting your 12, 13, getting winded and tired because you stunk so bad.
And I'm like,
Man, I keep hitting open face all day. You can't twist your hip, and I get all aggravated because I've been doing it for so long, you know, and I feel like I should be good. But at that same time, like I said, it is a finesse sport. So Aaron is great because he gets to play all the time, man. You know, like
Yeah. I picked it up. Like when I was at Sea Oaks, I was the F&B. I couldn't play.
Right.
I mean, but the guys I like. But I didn't really start playing until 4 years ago, and I love it.
That was basically when you started the.
it is a beautiful day. It is a day when you're outside and it's quiet and you just see it. It's beautiful. And I also smoke weed. So, you know, I like to, you know, hit the baddie or whatever while I'm out there. Yeah, it's so nice. You know, I put my cell phone away and
It's no longer weed. It's cannabis.
Yeah.
Cannabis is good. Cannabis is good. Weed is bad.
Yeah, weed is just the stuff that you go in the alley and try and get.
so I agree. Smoke.
Now cannabis you buy at the store.
I haven't been sick in 30 years. I don't get headaches.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee. I don't drink booze.
I do drink coffee.
But I have no problem with bed. Well, what other item that you ingest does your body not want to get rid of? Look, you eat asparagus, it wants it out. You eat you have whiskey, it wants it gone.
Yeah.
You have whatever, it wants it out of you. You take a drug, you do cocaine, you do Robitussin, it doesn't matter. Your body wants it out. Cannabis, it wants to hang on to it for a very long time.
That's why it bonds to your fat cells.
Correct.
And
Longer than 30, yeah.
Depending on your.
Right.
yeah.
Wants it because it works with it. You know what I mean? So whatever. Me too. Only flower. Have you been to like have you been inside one? Have you been?
Yeah, I've been to a couple.
AYR Air over by me and by Fort Monmouth.
There's the one Zen. There's the one Zen. You go in there, it is amazing.
It's like an Apple store for
They have little cups with magnifying glasses on them. What's in them? And you can pick them up and look at the thing in the magnifying.
And you give them your symptoms, and they will give you strains.
Well, I mean, you know, you got lifers and you got rookies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But lifers go in there, and then it's like, when I look around, I'm like, man, you told me this looked like just 20 years ago.
Right? You're crazy.
You're crazy. Yeah.
Agreed. And so when I first went in the first time, I was enamored by it. I was like, I can't believe this. Like, I can't believe that there's displays and
feel like it's a setup.
and there's like 70-year-old dudes standing over there waiting online, and I'm like,
So that's what you notice now, is that probably 60-70% of it, elderly, older, just people getting their meds.
Same.
Yeah, pain management. We got 2 more things coming out that are
Grows
going
out
to
of
be
the
fun
ground.
to take a...
Grows out of the ground as a flower.
Yeah.
Battery.
he had the show before me. I had a different show. We were able to connect. Like, we live in 2 different worlds, right? Like, he was in the DJ world, and we knew each other that way. And then we were able to, he reached out to me and said, hey, look, you know, I really like what you're doing with Rect, you know, and we sat down and, you know, we decided that we would try to do this together and with complementary services, you know what I'm saying? PJ is very intelligent, and he's great at sales, which is great and he's got a great network of people, and we do great work, what we do, so it's like,
Yeah, no, your quality.
thank you.
Up, here we are.
Why not go ahead and do it real quick, man?
Ring dang.
Looks good.
Oh, this is what I filmed the other day when I was here. This is what the ring ding is. Yeah, I went over to the little
I
station.
shot you the picture
Yeah.
of it.
This was the result of it.
Yeah. This is incredible.
You like chocolate?
I love everything dessert. I am.
Question is that.
Is that a beignet?
Yeah, stuffed. I stuffed the beignets. That's the crack waffle. I think you should go with the crack waffle first, since it's hot and needs ice cream.
Okay.
But he's got to get his shots.
Yeah, come get your shots so we can dig in.
This year, it's
They're
comfort.
I believe it. This is a piece of artwork here. I don't even know. I asked him when I saw the picture. I was like, "How do you eat that?" And he's like,
Some pick it up like
That's
"You
no.
slice it in half."
showed me. No,
No?
that's an ingredient only found in one part of the world, in Greece, and that's hand cut. That's hand cut kataifa, which is a phyllo dough cut with one guy
Oh, feel it.
family.
Okay.
With a special knife, and you can't get it in anywhere else. Anywhere else.
I thought you were going to joke and tell me we shred a lot.
No. Yeah, no, the quality of your stuff is really.
Thank you. I mean, Neil does all the post work and the edit work. Yeah. Do you see any of our like soundstage studio stuff? The black box stuff? We got to do some cool stuff, dude. I got to like meet and hang out with Leonard Skinner.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. They shot so they released Hell House Whiskey, which is their whiskey brand.
Yeah.
We just got really lucky. You know, we're only like 7 miles away from PNC. They were on tour. They were in PA, and they were coming to PNC, and they were coming to perform at PNC, and somebody reached out for me from their team and said, hey, look, you know, like, we want to come in, do it, because we're like we're a stage. We want to do, you know, some promo stuff for Hell House, you know, with Leonard Skinner. Are you guys on board? And we're like, yeah, I'm on board. So Johnny Van Zant and Ricky Medlock, it wasn't the whole band, it was Van Zant and Medlock. They came down early in the morning. They were the coolest dudes ever, bro. They handed us a bottle of whiskey, a hat. They bullshitted with us. They told us jokes. They told us road stories. They were just like regular dudes. They were the nicest dudes ever, man. Legends. It was legends. And then I did 2 Ace Frehley videos.
Really?
Yeah. 10,000 Volts and Walking on the Moon off his new album we did at our studio.
That's great.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like afforded me. So we're in Tinton Falls, North End Tinton Falls, off of Apple Street.
Is it
Right
the
by
old-
Shrewsbury Avenue.
Where is it?
All right. So North End Tinton Falls is like, it's pretty big, but if you know where Shrewsbury Avenue is, do you know where Hance Avenue is?
Big.
You know where Newman Springs is, right? Okay, so if this border right here is Newman Springs Road and this is Shrewsbury Avenue, Hance runs parallel here. We're right here, where that Red Bank Asbury Hospital, Red Bank Veterinary Hospital is. Yeah. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah. It's right down the street from me. Yeah, they're very expensive, by the way.
when you can separate
very much so.
for a night, come to the studio.
Yeah, I'd love to have you come by. We can smoke and show you. You know what I mean?
Such a fun time.
Yeah, I'd love to have you come in.
And some of my
Some homes? Some homes?
I did the whole cart
Good for you.
for when I got pretty low or something.
Yeah.
I did that for the first year.
I didn't do it. I didn't mean to interject. I'm so sorry.
Huh, it's all
Go
good.
ahead.
I got it for the first year, went twice or 3 times, and realized I'm not smoking that much anymore.
I am a firearms. I'm licensed
Yeah,
firearms.
so he doesn't want to mess with it.
So I didn't do the
Change that note?
when they make it on the federal level. You know, right now I could still lose my firearms license if I go to the dispensary. I paying cash on purpose. You know what I mean? They say they can't track their cards and all this shit. They say they're not supposed to. But I mean, come on, bro. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Concealed?
That's my next move. Yeah, I really want to do that.
Title? Ricktown? You know how many applications there are? Like, Ricktown?
Probably thousands and thousands. Yeah. Yeah.
People got wind, and it's been quiet. And like, you don't hear, like,
No.
it's been 2 years. It's not.
I wanted to take the course because they say like the way to do it is to buffer out your portfolio and take the safety course, and then obviously you have to qualify, right? You have to do 50.
We can eat it, time?
Yeah, he gave me the thumbs up.
I'm going in, chef.
Go for it.
I'll do this with the banana. This is the crack waffle.
Don't touch this one. That banana.
Got it. No kissing the boy.
You can't have that, bro. I can see why you call it crack.
Crack waffle.
Feel a little sugar.
Uh-huh.
You can taste the sugar inside the waffle. That's called it's pearl sugar from Belgium. So that's a granular, like a very thick granulized sugar. You can taste it.
Yeah.
You can taste it.
Well, this is why you say you have to eat it while it's warm, because it solidifies. That sugar crystallizes, right? And then it's harder.
It's not like overly rich either. It's not like too
Too much. It's sweet, but it doesn't blow me out.
So good with ice cream. It's the beignet. That stuff with. So we use all week long. We have berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries that we use for breakfast. Now you can't serve a poor berry.
No, of course.
So when the berries start to turn, we freeze them. When I collect a couple pounds, we'll throw the heat on the stove, throw a little water, some sugar, all the berries in. We make a melbus.
Heck yeah.
Well, some pectin, and then we make our own jelly, and then we stuff our donuts with it.
That's awesome.
So beignet is a fancy word for donut. I didn't really think about that, but it makes sense because it's like a fried dough.
Yeah. Fried little pillow dough.
I'm gonna go. You got everything? I'm going in for a beignet too. Dessert is one of my favorite things in the entire world.
I'll cut this.
All right, so say your line that you said every week.
Was it a bull?
I'm on a diet, by the way.
He says it every week.
Just so that you know.
I'm on a diet.
This gets a big
Diet.
boom.
Everybody's on a diet. A diet's what we eat. That's our diet.
Yep.
We are not finishing that.
No.
But just got diabetes.
Yep. Wilford Brimley just popped up out the table.
He stuck his little head up with his mustache.
Shell.
Somebody say diabetes.
That'd be a great Family Guy
Yeah.
So you came up with this, stoned out of your gourd one night. And did you make this at home? Like, how did this come about?
I'll tell you. About 30 years ago, I worked with a young lady who trained under some very good pastry chefs in New York. And she taught me this dessert, and I never stopped making it. Miss Amy Panetta.
How do you make the shell?
So it's plastic acetate.
Uh-huh.
We melt the Belcolade chocolate. It's really good quality chocolate.
Yeah.
And it's just chocolate work.
Uh-huh.
Just doing it for so many years, you know.
So how do you do this? How do you handle this in a busy restaurant type situation? Like I know that you have I saw in the kitchen the other day.
You have a delegated crew that's just on dessert, right?
Appetizers.
Do you have to like pre-make these shells?
We make about 24 for a Saturday night.
Okay.
So we start them on Thursday. You know, you might lose a couple on Friday. You need them for Saturday. By Sunday, there's only a few left. Monday and Tuesday, they're out. We start again on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's just one big cycle.
You know, I mean, you know what your inventory, you know what inventory you need at this point.
24 this time of year.
Yeah.
In the summer, we need 48.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a blessing.
Well, they're known for the ring ding. A lot of people, like you said, came here specifically for that.
Dessert, which is, you know.
So guys, once again, we're here with Chef Lou, Blend on Main in Manasquan, New Jersey. We've just had an absolute smorgasbord of some of the best food that I have ever eaten. Chef Caesar doing amazing stuff.
Amazing stuff in the kitchen.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And we'll see you guys again soon. If you haven't been here yet, you need to come on down to the Blend on Main in Manasquan, New Jersey.